And I'm with whatever. I'm with everything. Like, I'm with it all. What you wanna do? I'm a slut. What's up? Get me lit. I did.
I've been a bad bitch, Kakiana, and I'm still winning Pakiana. Percocets, Papiana, killing everybody beat. Thank you, next, Ariana. You gon' have to give me Tapiana if you tryna get some Slappiana. I call my ops.
Okay, y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sierra. If you're new here, I just want to say I'm sorry for my hiatus, y'all. No more hiatuses. I'm back. So today I'm gonna talk about how I lost my virginity. So I'm gonna break the story time down into 3 different parts, of like when I lost it, how I knew I was ready, the actual night of it, and the drama and tea behind it, because there's always a tea behind everything in my life. All right. So boom, I lost my virginity when I was about 16 years old, and I don't regret it. Some people may think that's a little bit too early, but honestly, y'all, it was consensual and I was happy with my decision and everything was great. I wasn't pressured. It was definitely on my own terms. Around the age of 15, I knew I was like considering it because I used to think about it a lot, but I was a little nervous with, like, you know, the sizes and the shapes and everything about it. I was like, nah, I'm not ready for that. When I hit 16, it was less about the physical, more about the emotional. Y'all, I was cautious about like the kind of guys I was dealing with, because in high school these little boys get so immature, y'all, and I'll be damned if I'm getting exposed by these ugly ass little boys, y'all. I'm sorry. And on top of that, like, a lot of these was not shit, was not worth it at all. Like, couldn't get next to me, couldn't talk to me, none of that. So like, I was hella cautious about who I was dealing with. I met my boo that I'm still with, and we hit it off, and it was like a good vibe. Like, I trusted him, my dad loved him, like everything was cool. I waited about 6 months into it before I even, like, you know, gave it a try, because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just doing it because I had a nigga. I was more so doing it because I wanted to. And yeah, and I thought about it a lot, and I'm like, fuck it, I trust him and everything is good. Like, I'm gonna just, you know, see what it do, see what actually, you know. So boom, let's get into the night of. So y'all, to this day, I always say the angels definitely aligned this fucking day, because everything just happened so smoothly and so randomly. Like, every time people come over, we didn't really do much. I mean, we did 1 2 1 2 1 2, but we never did it. So this particular day, I woke up in a good ass mood. I'm taking a hot ass shower. I'm just, you know, getting into it. I know my boo is coming over. It's late in the evening, so I'm feeling real, you know, So I took this hot ass shower. I washed my hair. I fucking shaved my legs. I laid my hair, y'all. Laid my hair. Put on this cute ass bralette and bottoms, and I had exfoliated my skin. I smell good, I look good, I feel good. I'm like, oh yes, tonight is the night. All right. So then he comes over, and y'all, we, you know, so we usually do, talk, catch up, lay up, kiss, all this extra stuff. And it got to the point of the night where he tried to play with me, y'all. Honestly, all he do is play. So he started kissing on my legs, kissing on my neck, kissing my stomach. He just kissing all over me. And he like, oh, he's like, let me chill, you're not even ready for all that, y'all. And I'm a Leo. I say this in every video. I'm a Leo, so I'm egotistical as fuck. So I'm just like, what? Like, not ready for all that, nigga. You not ready for all that. Like, fuck you talking about, y'all?
That's split. That's split.
So my stupid ass, I'm thinking back in my head, like, what am I talking about? See, what are you talking about? What are you doing? But I'm gonna still say it anyway. So he like, nigga, you not ready for it. We going back and forth, mad fucking childish, but it was still funny to me. So he like, if I go get this condom right now, like, you gonna be good? I'm like, go get it. So I'm talking my shit. I don't know why I was talking anything to begin with, but I'm talking my shit. Condom, and he come back. So he asked me about 3 times about my short, and I'm like, positive, let's go. So before I even get into like how, you know, the do, you feel me? I was a virgin, but I wasn't an OD virgin. Like, you know, my cookie, she was no stranger to a lot of things, okay? Like, she had the fingers. I already got ate up before. Like, I was already doing certain things, but I just never returned the favor, nor did the whole home run. So, like, you know, I wasn't too sure about my performance. He's all over me doing what he do, and it came to the part where he was gonna, you know, eat the cookie. And I don't know why this was so funny to me, because it's just like, yo, like, even though I've been here and done this before, I'm acting like it's real life, like my first time. Like, so, you know, it was solid and everything, made me feel comfortable, it was good and everything, it was fine. It was my turn, and y'all, I seen porn before, but I ain't never tried to mimic any wing in it. I'm like, you know what, see, how hard could it be? Like, This is it, yo. This is it. Just go for it. Just go for it. So, you know, that's exactly what I did. And I just went for it. And honestly, y'all, he was trying to gas me. Nigga like, oh, nah, this can't be your first time. So, you know me, egotistical as fuck. Again, I'm learning to get in my head. And I'm just like, oh, period. Like, bitches could never.
My leg is my leg is
feeling geeked or whatever. So, you know, I started, you know, getting a little bit more confidence in what I'm doing. And like, it was not as bad as I thought it would be. It was actually solid. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you feel me? I could get used to that.
And I'm with whatever. I'm with everything. Like, I'm with it all. What you wanna do? I'm a slut. What's up? Get me lit. I dare you.
Yo, I'm so embarrassed. Like, it was funny as fuck to me because I'm just like, I can get used to this shit. Let's go. So then now, you know, the big event, the main event, bitch, the main course he came here for. I was a little bit nervous, but you know, I'm not gonna show him that I'm nervous. I've been said like he not ready for this, so I gotta keep it cool, keep it cute, keep it mute. Okay, so he's putting the condom on, and I'm watching him hard as fuck, y'all. And to this day, I'm still embarrassed. Like, I was staring mad hard. I'm like, oh shit, like he was serious. Yeah, you know what's funny about all of this, bro? He told me, like, present day, we talk about it and laugh about it, but like he told me that he never used to bring condoms over to my house because he knew he wasn't doing nothing. But this day, he ended up having them on him. I'm just like, oh, like that's crazy how like the stars align and shit, you know? So, anyways, so he puts it on and he slides in, and y'all, the first stroke was like weird as shit. Like it wasn't painful, but it was just very like tense. Like, my body tensed up immediately, and I'm like, okay, like that's crazy. So the first couple wasn't really pleasant, but as I started to get more lubricated and I was fine, you know, it started to feel a little bit better, you know. It was okay, you know. We probably was fucking for all of like 15 minutes, no cap, and like it was over. He nutted, and you know, I felt not different, but I felt a sense of relief. I wouldn't even say that I like nutted or whatever, but like it wasn't bad. I wasn't in pain or nothing. I was fine, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he be hella sweet. Every 10 seconds he's asking me, am I okay? Kissing me up, making me feel good, telling me he loved me, you know. Regular sweet shit on. And, you know, I'm like, okay, cool. So after it happened, we just laid up, regular shit. It really wasn't horrific. I didn't have a horrible experience, and thank God, because I hate cringy experiences, y'all. If my first time was whack, I would have cried. I had to rate it. I would give it a cute 7 out of 10 because, you know, pain and shit like that. But you know, I enjoyed it. I was fine, you know. Now let's get into the drama, because drama always centers my life, y'all. So if you guys watch my story, talking about how my friend tried to sue my man, all right. It's the same friend group, the Fab Four, me, Ashley, Brittany, and Tiffany. And this drama was so stupid to me because, like, what are we arguing about? But anyways, amongst my friend group, Brittany was the only person that was sexually active. So at that point, it's just like, so who's next?
Go, go. Who's next? Go, 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 go.
So, you know, I didn't know I was gonna be the second person, but like I was the second person, then it was Ashley, then it was Tiffany. So yeah. But anyways, neither here or there. So boom, the day after I lost my virginity, it was Brittany's birthday. And Brittany was having like a dinner and then also a hotel party afterwards. So I was planning on telling everybody when we all linked up together, there's gonna be a cute little girl talk or whatever, right? So I ended up linking Ashley first before I linked all the other girls, because we met up and then went to go see them, right? So I'm on the train and I'm telling Ashley like, yo, like this is how it went down. So I'm geeked because it was just like last night that this happened. So, you know, I'm in my feelings. I'm like, yeah, like I love him, regular stupid old 16-year-old shit. So we talking whatever. So then later in the day when we had linked up with the rest of the girls, I was gonna tell Brittany and Tiffany, but Brittany has so many of her other friends there, and I was familiar with them like with FaceTime, stuff like that, but like you know, we're not close, so I didn't really want to talk about all of that in front of everybody else. So after the dinner, we got to the hotel room, and I was in the bathroom, and so was Brittany. So I was in the shower, Brittany was in the tub, and the door is open, so mad different girls coming in and out doing their makeup. So I was trying to tell Brittany that moment, but like the water is too loud, and like it was just so much going on, so I'm like, fuck, I'm just telling later. So later, we turned into 2 weeks. So anyways, it was one day we was in school, and you know when the school year starts winding down or whatever, so we don't really have much to do, and it's junior year, so it's like not much to really, you know, dude or whatever. So we in this like whole room just talking, laughing, and I don't know how sex came up, but a sex joke ended up coming up, and I was laughing at it, whatever. So something had indicated to Brittany that I lost my virginity, and I didn't deny it. So I'm like, yeah. It was mad awkward because I did remember that I forgot to tell them. So as Brittany and Tiffany is looking shocked or whatever, Ashley's sitting next to me looking unfazed. She could at least try to act a little bit surprised, but she was sitting there like old news, you know? So then Brittany started to get mad because she's like, wait, Ashley, like, you knew? So Ashley's like, yeah. So it was like a big thing in the moment where it was an awkward ass silence, like, you know, it was just really hella weird. So then the bell rang and it was time to go to lunch now. So we go off campus for lunch and then we come back in. And me and Ashley was talking. I'm just like, yo, was it that big of a deal? Because I don't feel like getting into it with them for nothing. So then Ashley's like, nah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. So we get back into the lunchroom, sitting down with our food or whatever. And Brittany goes, so you was gonna tell us? And I'm like, I'm not feeling how she's pressing me. I kind of felt as if, like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm still the same way that I was when I was 16. I don't like being pressed about my business. Like, I'm not obligated to tell nobody shit about shit. Like, if we're friends, I'm gonna come to you and confide in you what I want to confide in you with. I don't have to tell you every glimpse of my relationship. That's not your business. You know what I'm saying? Especially Brittany, because Brittany, she didn't even like my boyfriend. So I'm like, I don't even understand why it's that big of a deal to you, sis, but whatever. So I'm like, no, like, why would I not tell you? Like, I just happened to talk to Ashley first, and all your other friends was there, so I didn't feel like talking about it. And then after I really wanted to talk about it, I didn't care anymore. It wasn't tea no more. So, like, you know, I just didn't want to bring it up. Like, this is what it was. So she had a little attitude. She always felt as if that me and Ashley, since we've been friends for like mad long before me and her became friends, she always felt as if like I would only confide in Ashley certain things. I'm like, it's not even like that, I promise you, but whatever. Fast forward towards the end of the day, we had 2 more classes and it's time to go home, and we ended up going to get food again. So ever sitting down at the table in the restaurant talking whatever, Brittany goes like, oh, does your mom know? So then I don't know why I thought this was shade, y'all. But I thought it was ultimate shade. So I'm like, does my mom know? Cause Britt, like, out of all of us, Brittany been doing this. She been out here. So I'm just saying, like, in the eyes of your mother, baby, you're a saint. But in the streets, baby, we already know what it gives. So I'm just like, who are you to even question me about what my mother do or do not know? Like, that's why I had got upset. But I'm like, no, but I'm gonna tell her. So I had caught a little attitude, whatever, and I was just not feeling the whole thing or whatever. I don't know, I was just a little irritated because it's like, first of all, it's not your place to even question me about shit. So, second of all, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't care anymore. Like, it was just so stupid. We ended up getting over it, but like, it was just so dumb that we really had a whole little argument. But yeah, in conclusion to like this whole story time, I just want to say, ladies, make sure you do everything on your own timing, whether you're 16, 18, 40, I don't care. Make sure everything is on your own time. I chose 16, but for me, it may be 16, but for you, it may not. So don't feel pressured to do anything that you don't want to do. Don't let these ugly ass little boys make you do anything you don't want to do. I hope this was enough. Because I be watching people's story times to be like the worst shit in the world. And like, yeah, I really didn't have a horrible experience. Like, it was like, okay, like I was fine. Like, and here we are, taking big cocky. Y'all, I need to go. But anyways, y'all, make sure to subscribe, like this video, of course. And I'm gonna see you on my next video. My new schedule will be posted tomorrow. I ran a poll on my channel. Check the community tab. Tell me which days y'all want to see videos from me.